We're starting here in Nigeria on this Nigeria newspapers. Let's see what we can find over there. It says, well, 24 years after. Another Abacha $23.4 million loot ready for repatriation. Of course, a lot of Nigerians are talking about that already. As the federal government and U.S. seal agreement to send back stolen funds, over $334.7 million repatriated so far from America. Okay, all right. Stop Buhari from shutting down 53 broadcast stations, Serap asks court. And also FCC PC director dies after fight with female colleague in Katsina. That's a shocking story. That's on page 14 of this Nigeria. Adebanjo Afenifere leader is speaking on page 12. Why we endorse Peter Obi. And also Arewa youths register support for Tinubu as next president. Punish soldiers responsible for Islamic cleric's death. President orders military. Those are the stories that we can share this time on this Nigeria newspapers.
Now let's move from Nigeria to Zimbabwe, looking at the front page of, we have Daily Trust. Let's still stay here in Nigeria. Daily Trust. On the front page of Daily Trust, we have the big story there. And it says, Tinubu Wike's London meeting rattles PDP. Atiku. Tinubu Wike's London meeting rattles PDP. That's the big story there. And we also have some sub-stories there. Rivers Governor may work for APC, says source. Former VP Mom, we're working to resolve PDP crisis, says Board of Trustees chair. International FS triple over $464 million blocked funds. And at the top of the paper, Nigeria to receive fresh $23 million Abacha loot from US. Cholera kills 91 in 31 states as 12 die of monkeypox. That's alarming. Buhari orders prosecution of soldier that killed Yobe Islamic Cleric. And at the bottom of the paper, Taj Bank to launch mobile banking. UK donates £15 million to tackle food insecurity, malnutrition in Northeast. 2023, Kwankwaso promises to reform maritime sector. That's all the paper that we can take this morning on the Daily Trust.
All right, let's go to Zimbabwe now. There's stories on the Newsday newspapers here. It says here, Zim poll fees too costly. And it's talking about the cost of contesting elections in Zimbabwe is now the highest in Africa. Are we sure? A data analysis of a new candidate, nomination fees set by the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission. It says ZEC new fees, which were approved by the Justice Ministry, represent an increase between 100% and 1,900%. It says under the new fee structure, presidential candidates will pay $20,000 from $1,000 aspiring members of parliament. Anyway, it says $20,000 for presidential candidates. I don't know. I mean, we're thinking about what candidates here in Nigeria have to pay. $100 million is what the APC members were buying tickets with.
And some of them didn't even get the parties. Yeah. They didn't become the flag bearers.
I don't know about Zimbabwe being the highest. All right. Army, ZANU-PF bigwigs plundering resources. That's also on the Newsday newspapers. Actually, just a few stories, and that's all that we have on Newsday.
Now let's head over to South Africa as we wrap up with the Sowetan for the first half of the show. Big story here says, we'll find killers ourselves. Family and relatives of slain people's doctor not impressed with police handling of murder probe and decided to raise funds to hire a private investigator. One suspect, believed to be driver of getaway car, charged for the hit despite footage showing involvement of several men. At the top of the paper, army of jobless youth grows by the millions. On page 4, taxi buses a no-show, Santako skips party debate over bus violence. On page 6, no shine in Naledi Township in the dark. On page 12, and final stories here, Bayana in the big money. Government adds 50 million rands to Kitty. And the details of that on the back page. Plugging into peace of mind. Let's move on from that story. And the final one, stepping into Boosie's shoes on page 3. That's all that we can take this morning.